Hello, friends. How are you doing? I hope good. In today's episode, we are going to talk about how you can create vertical tab strip, and I will quickly show you what I'm talking about. Here, as you can see here, I have a tab strip which responds on my mouse hover. Right now, when I move my mouse inside these strips are actually occupying the whole space, and you can probably uh, stuff these strips using your buttons or anchors as per your need. So I will quickly jump into the code part, how you can create using plain CSS this kind of tab strips. So I have here a very simple HTML, in fact completely empty HTML and empty style sheet. Alright, I have also have live server running on this system at port 5500. Alright, so I will open this browser side by side so that we can see what is going on. So to test whether it's still listening or not, I will type in some of the stuff. Alright, so now it's listening. I am clear. Now first I will have some parent container, so I will specify strip container class on this div element and say enter, and within this element I will have some child elements. On each of these elements I will assign some background color so that we understand clearly. Alright, I will assign some random color. I love colors. You can specify your own colors. I am just having some random color here. Let's say red. All right. Just bear with me till I finish these color specifications. So I will specify some random color. Oops, sorry. Violet, green. All right. Yellow. All right. And then maybe aquamarine. All right. Then teal. Okay. And then finally, let's say red. How about this? All right. Now I have specified the colors on each of these cells. So I will now write the CSS. So just to nullify the effect of the default padding and margin, I will specify the padding as 0 pixel, margin as 0 pixel. So that nullifies the effect of default margin applied by the browsers. Now I will define the strip container, the parent one here. All right. First, let's specify the background colors as, let's say, gray. Okay. I will also specify the width as 250 pixel, height as fit content maybe. Alright, now on these children classes, that is child class, I will define some width as well, let's say 35 pixel, and height as, let's say, 25 pixel, so it will give some flattened view. Alright, now I have a decent container and strips, but we need to shift this to center of the screen. the whole container, right? To do that, I will specify the position as fixed, and then I will specify the top location as, let's say, 50%. But as you can see here, even though the top is at 50%, it is actually laying out from this position, so vertically it is not centered. In order to center it vertically, I will specify the transform as transform, okay, and then I will use, I don't know why IntelliSense, oh yeah, now it's coming. I will use translate y as minus 50%. Okay, so it will align it properly at the center position. Now I will apply border radius on each of these elements as 10 pixel. Okay, now it's quite stacked up side by upside down, so I will use some bottom margin here as 3 pixel. How about that? Yeah, works good. Now I will specify this background color as transparent, right? It looks good. Now let's change the left property as minus 5 pixel so that it pushes the whole container at left by 5 pixel, right? Okay. Now we have a decent tab strip container, and inside this these strips are there, but now we need to extend these strips to show all the possible button or anchor that we might stuff in. So we need to increase the width when we are hovering our mouse here. So to do that, I will use the hover event, and then inside this hover I will specify the width as 200 pixel. Maybe you can change it as per your need. Now when I move, as you can see here, it's actually increasing the width, but it is not quite animating it, right? Now in order to activate the animation, I will have to specify transition. I will use this transition on width property within 500 millisecond. That means when the width changes, it will change that property's value within 500 millisecond. Here width is the property. Now if I move my mouse over each of these strips, as you can see here, it's actually responding quite well, right? Now you can extend this solution to tuck this whole container at the right edge of the screen. I will quickly show you how you can do that. Now to see the effects, let's change back the background color, and then I will use, alright, now I will change the position. I will let it be top as 50%. I will use right property now so that it gets stuck at the right side. Now as you can see here, still the elements are actually left aligned, and it is expanding at the right side, but we need this behavior to be altered. We want these elements to be aligned at the right edge, and when I move my mouse over it, it should expand to left side. To achieve that effect, I will use flexbox property. I will use display as flex, and then flex flow as, let's say, column, and then wrap. If I do it this way, what happens? Nothing changes. And if I do it wrap reverse, all the elements are aligned at right. Okay, now as you can see here, everything as we wanted. Now if I change back the transparency or the background color, everything is sorted. Now what if I want to tuck this whole container at the top of the screen? To do that, um, let's change the top position as 0 pixel, okay, and left as minus 50%. No, plus left as 50%. All right, and then I will use the translate x as minus 50%. Now as you can see here, I will change the background of this container as gray so that we can see the whole container here. Oh, it's not working. Yeah, now it's working. Now as you can see here, the flex direction is actually column wrap reverse. So we need to make some changes here, and we have to make this row and wrap. How about that? All right. So we need to change the width as auto fit. Maybe we will fix the width and height both. All right. So I need to make this auto fit. Now if you see here, it's actually applying the animation on width property. Now I need to change the height, right? Now I will make this height as 200 pixels on hover. All right. Now I need to modify the transition as well. See here, it's working just as fine. Now what if I have to tuck this at the bottom of the screen? To do that, I will use, first I will have to modify this to bottom, right? Now I will have to alter this flex flow as row reverse. Alright, now I will change the background as transparent. Alright, I hope you have enjoyed this watching this video how this can be done, and for more such videos, stay tuned. Alright, so that was it from today's episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye.